Hey, what's up, sidekicks? I'm Bob.
I'm Dan.
Today we're going to be talking about our run of the month. We got Kill or Be Killed by Ed Brubaker, Sean Phillips, and Elizabeth Breitweiser. It's 4 volumes, at least so far that we've read. I believe that it's just a 4-volume series.
I think it is, yeah.
I think that the art in this was great. The storytelling in this was phenomenal. I couldn't have been happier with this. This was a great read.
This is actually a book that I just fucking read through.
Yep.
And I finished it in 3 days. It tells, it's an absolute tragic tale. It really is. It's horrible.
It really is a tragic tale of basically a guy who, sees a demon. He's dealing with, mental illness and everything like that. It touches on a lot of real world, themes that we hear about.
It's really fucking tragic. It really is. It's scary.
But
it's a great story.
Read.
It really is.
It's a great read.
Like I said, I read the whole thing in 2 days. It was
2 or 3.
2.
You said 3.
2 or 3. It was really 2. I mean, I finished it really quick.
I know. I talked to you about it, and you said that you were starting it, and then literally within like a day and a half, you said that you were basically done with it.
I think
like
it
from
was
the time
only 2
from
days. I can't remember.
From the time that you and I talked about like you picking it up and reading it, it was basically 2 days. It's a quick read.
That's how quick it was.
It is a quick read. It's very easy to read. It comes, like I said, in 4 volumes now. It's completely collected in the graphic novels. It's phenomenal. Like I said, the art is good. It won awards. The storyline is great. I feel like it picks up pretty quickly in the beginning, and it's all told from the first perspective, of the narrator. It's the main character is telling you the story.
He's walking you through each chapter, and it kind of skips a bit.
It does. It goes back and forth.
It's very easy to follow.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously that's great in a comic book, and some comic books skip ahead, and like they cut the cut scenes. This skips ahead in a way where you know where it's going, but not necessarily a bad way.
He essentially tells you what's
going to happen. I knew where it was going the whole time, but I didn't... Like, there are scenes in the story where you don't know where, like, the character's going, and then, bam, it takes a fucking jump. This has a pretty slow ending.
Slow ending, but a solid ending.
A solid ending.
Yeah.
That's why, honestly...
There's closure in this for almost
there is
all
closure.
of the characters.
No, that's great. No, yeah. There's one character it doesn't close for.
Yeah. No spoilers. We're not going to give it away.
I don't want to give it away, but...
Because we do want you to read this.
I do have to say, this book had a very good ending.
Yeah, and you know what? And it easily could have gone one of 2 ways. They chose one way, and they showed you the happy ending, so to speak. But, it goes 2 ways. It's not really left open for interpretation. And it goes... It ends with a good amount of closure for every character.
You can't say it ends on a good note.
It does not.
It ends on a note.
It ends on a little bit of a down note, especially because there is one character, if you have read this, that you don't know what's going to happen to them after this.
It's a recommend. I will recommend.
Yeah, I give this a solid 8 out of 10 as far as a read. As far as a read, the art, I give this a 7 out of 10.
The art, just some of the scenes in this book are amazing. You have your regular like illustrations of the book, but then you get these ultra graphic scenes from the character's father that are absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
Probably, honestly, I've read a lot of fucking graphic novels and a lot of comic books. The art in this book is a 10 out of 10 for me.
You think it's a 10 out of 10?
Absolutely.
The only reason why I give it a 7 out of 10 is because
I'll
sometimes
only
I feel like
say,
the characters
like-
look a little blotchy. You know, like
But when
don't
you're
look
looking
fully
at like the
formed and
demon
developed
work, and I hope anybody that reads these
That's true.
books know what I'm talking about. The demon artwork in this, it's like it struck me as beautiful. It really did.
All right, I'll raise my score. Art, I'd give this a 9 out of 10. Storyline, I still give this an 8 out of 10. I still say overall this is an 8 out of 10 book to read. I would highly recommend this.
Honestly, I would give it a 7 out of 10
Okay.
as a book. It's a great story. It kind of lost me a little bit towards the end.
Yeah,
I mean, the
I know
artwork...
I know volume 4 is probably one of the harder reads out of the 4
It falls
volumes.
a little bit. It does fall just a tiny bit. It's hard to follow. It's not hard. All right. It's not hard to follow, but I mean, it drags a little bit at the end.
Yeah, I get that. I get it. It's been probably about 2 months since I've read this. I know it's fresh in your mind because you just read it.
I just read it.
But I have to say, as far as the storyline goes, I wasn't disappointed. I remember not being disappointed by it. I felt that it was just going to slow down.
It's a good end.
And it was going to be a lot of...
I'm just saying, the first 2 books
explaining.
Were so fast. The third and fourth book dragged a little bit for me.
Yeah, and I get that. But I just had a feeling that this book, that the way the story went, it was going to be a lot of explanation, like a lot of exposition about explaining what was happening. And unfortunately, with comic books, sometimes what you get is you're going to see a lot of panels where it's art with, the word bubbles in there, talking about what's happening, what's going on, and you're not actually going to get any interaction between characters. You're just going to see a lot of explanation, a lot of narrative from the character. And I knew that I after reading the first volume, I knew that it was bound to happen. But I didn't think that it took away from the story. I just knew that it was going to slow down. And it was going to be all about, what happened to the character. And I was waiting for it. And I wasn't let down when I got to it. Again, I expected the slowdown. I expected a lot of explanation, a lot of expository, information coming from the main character. And I wasn't disappointed. I do have to say that if you're looking for the action throughout, this is not the series.
No, it's not the
but
series.
If you're looking for
it is
good
a really
character
good
development,
story.
If you're looking for character-driven story, a good character-driven story,
and
that you can read in a day
action,
or two,
read the first 3 volumes.
There's a lot of action. It happens very, very
first
quickly.
3 volumes, and then read the 4th volume because it's fucking good.
Look,
it is. It's really good.
Look, you got volume 1. You got volume 2. Volume 3.
The artwork is amazing.
The artwork in this is literally...
I mean, honestly...
It's so good. It really is.
The story was really good, but what I really enjoyed in this was the artwork. I mean, I really like the art. Not just the comic itself, but... I mean, just like his father's drawings or paintings were amazing.
And
like his father's fucking paintings throughout the series, and they show them, and they're absolutely gorgeous. They really are.
Yeah, and that is true. And I'm more of a
look through series 3.
Is it series 3?
I think 3 has the best.
I am more of a writing. I'm more of on the storytelling aspect of things, and I love when, everything is fully laid out for you and explained to you and shown to you in a way that, you can fully grasp and look through 2.
I can't find
We
them.
just read this.
Well, no, it might be 2. 2 is the longest book in the series.
Yeah, it's either 2 or 4 is the longest book. 2 and 4 are both long.
2 and 4 are both long, but 2 is definitely the thickest.
You think so? All I know is it's a good series.
It took me a little bit to get through.
We're flipping through here. We're getting off track a little bit, but
and I don't want to get off track. But I mean, like I want to show.
I know.
I want to show everybody like how good this artwork is. Like,
yeah, I get that.
And if you don't know, like they pick through art, and the way the story goes, it's your regular art of the book, and then like the character has a father who was an artist, and then his artwork is featured in the book. Well, the father's artwork,
I do have to say that's
it's gorgeous.
That's a highlight of the book is when he finds his father's art, which I feel like is in volume 3. I feel like it is in volume 3, which I think I'm sitting on. I think I got volume 1.
There's a scene in one of
You'll
the
get
books
to it.
where
That's all I gotta say. You'll get to
I
it.
think it's in the 3rd or 4th book where I don't want to kill it for anybody, but he finds out like he had a stepbrother and the stepbrother killed himself. That for me was a point where it kind of lost me, because and I understand his dad was supposed to be
Much older too, as well.
like 20 years older than his mom or whatever.
Yeah.
But it just kind of threw me off. Like, you have a whole brother you never knew about?
Yeah, I feel like that was like in there for just for the sake of making this family affliction just a little bit deeper. Like, that wasn't needed. If it was just the main character and his father, I could have gotten behind that. But the fact that there was another character that was, in there that really wasn't necessary, that did throw me off. You're right about that. But
it's just kind of
overall, I have to say I would give this an 8 out of 10 for a solid read between the art and the writing. Ed Brubaker doesn't disappoint. I actually am very much looking forward to getting into some of his other stuff.
But everybody knows Ed Brubaker is a fucking genius.
Yeah, Winter Soldier, man. Winter Soldier.
Yeah. I mean,
look, it's a character that's...
I enjoyed the book. I really did. I thought it was great. It was a little slow at the end. If you read the book, you know what I mean. Other than that, I'll read. If they do a Kill or Be Killed 2, I'm there.
Kill or Be Killed 2, I think, would actually be good because it leaves it wide open for another character to take up this, this story, for it to continue on with this person. I love this book. I initially only read volume 1 and was hooked instantly. I have to say, after reading the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th book, I was not let down, and I want to know more. Is that the art that you're talking about, Dan?
Not the titty art, but there is very good art in this book. There's a lot of
really
nudity
is good art
too.
Yeah, it's definitely a very good overall book. It's a good series. I'm happy with it. I cannot wait to... God, Dan, you're just really digging the artwork in here. Right?
There's a lot of great artwork in this book.
Look, Kill or Be Killed.
Read it.
Yeah, let us know what you thought about it.
Read it. Honestly, it's very good.
And you know what to do. Hit like, hit subscribe, drop a comment below. Tell us what you want to see us read next so we have some ideas. But Dan...
Hit them all.
That's right. Until next time, I'm Bob.
I'm Dan.
Who's getting lost in the art again.
It's very good art. Good night, guys.
Catch you later.